It's time to get started with the Benchling notebook. The Benchling notebook is the first cloud-based notebook built for modern life science and will serve as the central hub for all of your company's data in Benchling. From companies of your size to large enterprises, we've seen unprecedented adoption of our user-friendly notebook. We also know that companies have increased productivity and protected data integrity with the notebook, substantially reducing the amount of time it takes users to enter data. With everything from native file attachment editing to tables within notebook entries, the Benchling notebook is built to be an active tool for research and not only a system of record. It also offers features for standardizing note-taking and enhancing collaboration across your company. In this video, we'll first show you how to navigate the notebook. Then, we'll show you how to create notebook entries, both individual entries and entries from standardized templates. Finally, we'll show you all of the productivity tools and collaboration features within a notebook entry.
Notebook entries are always stored in projects, so we'll start with a refresher on navigating through projects. Open Projects on the blue navigation bar . Click into a project and then a folder. You'll store your notebook entries in a folder. Here, you can see several notebook entries that have already been created. Once you open an entry, you can split your workspace to see the Review tab alongside the Notes tab. If you've opened multiple entries, you can access them from tabs at the top of your workspace. You can also drag tabs around to organize them. You can create a new, blank notebook entry directly from the folder where you want it to live. Click the plus icon, Entry, and then Blank Entry. You'll immediately have a blank entry whose title and content you can edit. You can also create a blank entry from the Global Create menu. You'll have to name the entry and choose the project and folder in which to store it. You also have the option to create a notebook entry from a template. To create entries from templates, you'll first need to create entry templates. Entry templates are a great way to standardize note-taking across your entire team. You can create entry templates by clicking on your avatar, finding Feature Settings, and then Template Collections. An option to create a new template collection or a folder of entry templates will appear. Give the collection a name and an optional description, and then assign permissions. Anyone with read access to a template collection will be able to create an entry using a template in the collection. Anyone with write or admin access will be able to create and edit the templates themselves. Once you've created a collection, you can create a new template. You'll open a template that looks just like a blank notebook entry. You can then create a structured template with important sections and relevant date inserts. If you navigate to a project or folder, you can create an entry from a template. Click the plus icon and then Entry from Template. Select the template you wish to use, select the first day of your experiment, name the new entry, and choose where it's saved. We recommend using these templates to help standardize data entry across your entire organization. Templates also provide a place to store shared master protocols, like the one in this example. In a notebook entry, you'll find options for rich formatting. Your notebook entry will automatically populate with what we call a date insert at the top of the entry. This helps record the dates in which you've performed experiments and links those dates directly to your calendar. You can change a date by clicking on it and choosing a new date. When your experiment spans multiple days, you can insert new days from the Insert menu at the top of the entry. You can also use headers to organize different parts of your entry, separating materials and reagents from your protocol and results, or separating steps in your protocol from one another. From the gear icon, turn on the Table of Contents after using headers. The Table of Contents will allow you to easily navigate to different headers in your entry. From the Insert menu where you added a new date insert, you can also insert file attachments, everything from Office files to plain text files to image files. You can drag and drop these files directly from your desktop into your entry if you prefer. When you insert PDFs and PowerPoint presentations, you can choose to show excerpts of those documents in your entry. Click on the Insert Excerpt icon or the leaf and choose the slides or pages you'd like to see. You can also attach other items in Benchling to your notebook entry. For example, you can drag and drop a plasmid from your project side panel directly into your notebook, visualizing that plasmid in your notebook entry. Our @mentioning feature allows you to link sequence files to an entry in a different way. Type @ and then search for the sequence name. You can @mention other notebook entries as well. For example, you might use this feature to bidirectionally link entries within your notebook. Finally, use @mentions to tag your teammates in entries. This feature enables collaboration, as your teammates will receive email notifications whenever they're mentioned in an entry. You can insert Excel-like tables directly into your notebook entry. Click Insert, then Table, and choose the table size you'd like. If you need, you can later adjust its size by dragging the edges of the table. Our tables support complex formulas within a single table or across multiple tables in an entry. You might use formulas to calculate master mix recipes directly within your notebook entry, keeping your work in a single window and saving you time. While you work, Benchling is constantly saving your notes and data to the cloud. In doing so, Benchling maintains a detailed version history for your notebook entries. Access this version history by clicking on the clock icon on your right navigation bar. The menu that pops up will show the timestamped history of edits made to your entry. If you want to replace your current notes with an old version of your notes, click on that timestamped version and Reset to Version. If instead you want to create a copy of this version of your notes, click Clone from Version. You may find that you want to share your notebook entries with teammates who don't have access to the project you're working in, or with external collaborators. You can either export that entry or share it with others through Benchling. To export a single entry, click on the information icon, the letter I, on your right navigation bar. A PDF version of the entry will automatically be sent to your email. You can also share a read-only version of your entry directly in Benchling. Click the Share button at the top right of your entry and generate a read-only link. Anyone with that link can read your entry but cannot edit it.
As you've seen from this training, Benchling's notebook is built for large molecule R&D. The notebook is designed to be intuitive, while it also offers powerful functionality that matches the complexity of your workflows. And your data is protected with the Benchling notebook. Benchling constantly backs up your notes to the cloud and maintains a detailed version history for each notebook entry. To help companies develop strong data management practices early, we like to share a few key tips. First, we recommend that you take advantage of entry templates to improve entry standardization across your company, especially as you prepare to grow. Next, we suggest you use our @mentioning feature to quickly share electronic data and to streamline collaboration. We also suggest that you employ witness and review to get in the habit of maintaining regulatory compliance. Witness and review is covered in detail in another video in this series. We hope you use these tips to get the most out of the notebook, and you watch our molecular biology training videos to learn how sequence data is integrated with the notebook. Thank you for following along.